Hello, welcome to Brixton Academy, where I'm here with two members of Flyleaf who are relaxing pre-show with Korn later on. It's the second show they've done at Brixton because there was such a huge demand for them to come back on this tour. Are you looking forward to tonight's show?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Every time we play in London, it's always a really great, energy with the crowd, and it's just cool. I like it.
What about you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love the crowd here, and it seems like there's really honest, that's really great. And like the same thing with like the radio and stuff, like here everyone really knows about the artist, and it's not just people are starting in it for the one single or whatever. They really get to know the artist. I think it's really cool.
Okay, so you've played everywhere from kind of that London underworld, like really small venues here, haven't you, a few years ago, like playing to 200 people, and tonight's probably about 3,000.
Wow.
Do you kind of adjust how you're performing on stage to kind of fit with that?
Well, I think that unconsciously, subconsciously, you react to the response, and it's different in every place we've been to, and sometimes it feels like a million people when it's only, maybe 200 or something. And sometimes you feel like you're in an empty room when it's full. So it just depends on how their response is. And like Sameer said, they're really honest. So you never know what you're going to get, really. I mean, if they hate you, they'll let you know. If they love you, they'll let you know, too.
Us British people, very honest.
Correct.
What's it been like touring with Korn? Were you kind of fans of them before you headed out on tour?
Yeah, I remember listening to the records and stuff, and I have like distinct memories of I used to take my guitar to school and like sitting in my activity period class with like me and like Zach Kinsey, and we were trying to figure out Korn parts, and just listening to Follow the Leader and like just learning all the songs. And so it's just really cool that we're here, and they take such good care of us, and they really watch us and make sure we're taken care of, and that's really awesome. We've learned a lot from them.
Have you had a chance to kind of chat with them and hang out kind of casually and tell them about those times back at school where you tried to learn their riffs?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to hang out with them. I think I've left those parts out of the story. It's kind of embarrassing. But, I mean, because I was such, I'm just a kid, I'm such a fan. So, but, when I hang out with them, I try to hide that and try to be as cool as I can.
Okay, and the tour's already been, like, all over the world, hasn't it? What sort of countries have you visited?
Oh, man, I think that we went to 20 countries or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the most, I don't know, and it's amazing how small of a distance you travel and how different everything is when you get there. In America, it's not, it takes, say, 20 hours to get across Texas, and you travel that distance and you go across 4 countries. So it's pretty amazing to see the difference in, I think the coolest place, we played a show, like the coolest response from the audience was probably in Russia.
Wow.
And it was such a stark difference being on the street and going in the restaurant and then going to the show and seeing the people there that like metal, because it seemed like those kind of people were so hungry for something passionate and crazy and like Korn, so and we're playing in front of Korn fans. So they're just so appreciative to have that kind of music come to, to their city.
Correct.
And you're going to be travelling a little bit more after the tour as well. You're going on a kind of unrelated not really related to music trip to Rwanda. Do you want to tell people a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're working with a charity group called World Vision, and we're going to go and kind of see what they do there. And I know we have sponsored a couple of kids there, and so we're going to get to meet them, and that's that's really exciting for us. And we're just going to go. We're not spending too long there. I think like 3 days actually being there. Mm-hmm. So it's not too long to really dig into it, but we're just kind of skimming the surface. But we're going to see what they do and just see what we're contributing to like firsthand, and that's really cool.
Is that the sort of thing you'd like to get involved with more, like in the future as the band gets bigger and your name gets there, you'd be able to sort of lend that sort of side of yourself to kind of help out with charities?
Well, I think everybody when you see, it's not very often that people get a chance to go and see the need and a tangible way to help meet a need, that we have. Like, as Americans are so spoiled, and even just living in the places we live, we're so blessed, and when you see that need, like if you saw someone in front of you, you'd be willing to like give them your jacket since you have 3 anyway, if they don't have one. But to figure out, you know, a tangible way to help, you know, to help a country or to help a community, just it's really rare to get to see an organization like World Vision that says they do it, and you see TV, you see the commercials on TV, and you're like, oh yeah, right, they probably all like stuff their pockets and all drive BMWs and whatever. So it's really cool to be able to get to go and see for ourselves what the money's going to, and that's the point. And for our band, I think that, you know, we have a responsibility with the platform we have, and if we get to make a bunch of money that we don't need, that's way too much for us to use, you know, which is, I guess, the way things are headed, you know, then we want to be able to, I mean, I think it's our responsibility to be generous, you know, if we can. And it's not about, you know, I mean, it's not about saying, you know, and I think this trip and talking about it here is just to be able to make people aware that there are legitimate organizations that you can help with $20 a month to help, you know, send a kid to school with all their school supplies that they wouldn't get to go before. And I think that's pretty amazing. $20 a month, or, you know, that's 10 euros, you know, or 10, you know, is it 10 pounds here?
Yeah, 10
it's
pounds.
double the amount.
Yeah.
So
£10 a month. Well, thanks for you guys for like drawing attention to that cause and for chatting to us. I hope the show goes well later on.
Thanks for asking about it.
Hey, no worries. I think it's a really interesting thing that you're going to do, you know. Some bands will be like, yeah, well, we're going to Leeds tomorrow, and you guys are going to Rwanda, so it's pretty impressive.
We were in Leeds yesterday.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks very much, Flyleaf. See you soon. Bye.